I'm putting a bit of a sunshine twist on a British classic for you, Lorraine. You'll need a bit of sunshine this time of year, don't we? So I'm jazzing up these flavours. So I'm cooking you a Caribbean cottage pie. So, like I say, it's a British classic.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with minced beef. OK. OK. I've got a nice lean minced beef here. Now, the key to cooking any kind of minced meats, get a really nice hot pan, OK? And just let it do its thing. See this lovely kind of caramelisation in there, Lorraine? Yeah. Nice and crispy, nice and brown, and that's just all added flavour. OK, so I'm going to remove that, just pop that to one side. OK. So I'm going to use the same pan, and I'm going to cook off the base of the rest of the ingredients now. So I've got an onion. I've got green pepper, red pepper. So that goes in. You can add another little splash of oil if you haven't got any in the pan, just to help these along. OK. And you want to give those maybe around sort of 3 or 4 minutes, just to start to soften down a little bit. Now, I've got a great little tip for you when it comes to cooking with peppers. I like to just take the top off my pepper there. Right. OK, and you see these little compartments in there. Now, what you do is just use your knife, cut down through those compartments as you go. You're left with a bit you don't want. Ta-da! And you've got these lovely little bits that you do want. So just dice it up really nice and small, and that can go into your pan and just cook off with the other veg. OK, really, really nice. Beautiful. OK, so let's pop that in there along with the others. Obviously, I don't want to spend 5 minutes doing that. No. But as that softens down, it's going to start to sweeten up, release all those lovely flavours, go with the rest of the ingredients then. Right. So I've got a thumb-sized piece of ginger, which is just peeled and grated. I've got some garlic going in there. That's a lot of garlic, but that's OK, isn't it? I love garlic. So do I. You know, keeps the cold away as well, doesn't it? As long as everybody has it, it's fine. Exactly. Right, but it's going to cook down, so it's not going to be too harsh anyway. We've got some fresh thyme. Lovely. We've got some allspice. You just buy this in all your supermarkets. So about half a teaspoon goes in. And we've got the secret ingredient, a bit of jerk paste. OK, so this is where we're going to get our fire, our little chilli kick, our Scotch bonnets, you know. So be a bit careful, because it can be quite pokey, these jerk spices, OK? So get it in, you know. And what you want to do is just add to taste, OK? But I love that kind of nice kind of chilli kick you get with that. Absolutely. We're also going to add in a tiny bit of vinegar as well, which is going to give us a little bit of acidity. OK. And then we're going to go in with our liquids. OK, so you can imagine a few more minutes have passed. These are softening down a little bit more. Then we go in with some tomato passata and a good old tin of coconut milk. This is where we're starting to get our lovely Caribbean flavours. Gotcha. OK, so bring that up to a nice simmer. OK, all these are going to kind of mix together, and when it cooks down, trust me, it's going to look more appetising than it does at the moment, Lorraine. The mince goes in, and you want to let that cook off for around 25 minutes. Right. OK? And that's going to cook down, and this is what it's going to come out like. OK, you can see. That looks good. And that 20 minutes is quite essential, because we need it to reduce down. We don't want it too wet, because when we put our mash on the top... Don't want it to sink. Exactly. It'd be bad, that cooks down. At this point, you season up. Right. And you get that into your nice baking dish. I love that baking dish. So my mum had one of them. I really like that. They're really, really good. And do you know what? You can find these really cheap. Don't go into, these kind of posh cooking shops. Oh, the ones Go into the hardware stores. I saw you find these, and you'll get these for a couple of quid. Brilliant. Really, really good. Right, so the mashed topping. Again, we're going a little bit different here. We've got some sweet potato. Right. OK, I love sweet potato. So do I. It's gorgeous. Let's get that in there. Mash it up, but we're also going to add a couple more flavours to this as well. Now, sweet potato absolutely loves cinnamon. Right, so get a little bit of cinnamon in, some fresh coriander going in, touch of salt and pepper. I mean, if you're not being good and it's the weekend, you can add a nice little knob of butter in there as well, you know. You've got to live and you've got to eat well. Exactly. And this is eating well, because this is all good stuff. This is actually really, really healthy. It's all good stuff. So that goes on. Once I've finished mashing this, I'm going to put it on to the top of there. I'm going to texture up with a fork. Right. Now, if you're cooking it straight away, you can actually just zap that under the grill for a couple of minutes just to get a nice crispy top in. Good idea. But if you do this ahead of time, then what you can do this, put it all together, and you bang it in the oven, set a gas mark 6, 200 degrees, for around 25-30 minutes. That will be lovely, golden, crisp topping. Yummy. I tell you what, that looks fantastic. Here it is. And you know I'm always starving. Beautiful, colourful. Yum, yum, yum. As you can tell, Lorraine, I grew up in Bristol, and we've got a massive Caribbean scene in Bristol. So I grew up eating Caribbean food. So this is right up my street. But it's so, so simple to do, really healthy, and And hopefully got that little kick in there for you as well.
Oh, yeah, that's great. The sweet potato makes all the difference.
Yeah, you know, because you've got that little bit of spiciness, but the sweet potato really, really works to kind of combat that little kind of chilli kick in there,
I love
Lorraine.
Caribbean food. Well, you know, I love all food anyway, but I love Caribbean food. I love all those spices, and it's just so
The best of both worlds
warming.
for you today then, Lorraine.